This isn't the video I was hoping to make, but it's the video I need to make. This past year was full of ups and downs, highs and lows, stagnancy and growth. And by sharing my experience and the lessons I learned over the past year, I hope I can help anyone going through something similar and let you know that you're not alone. This was my senior year, my last year, and boy did I have a lot of fun. I discovered parts of myself I'd never known, met some amazing people, I experienced new things, and grew more than I had ever grown in all my 4 years at university. But all this growth wouldn't have been possible without one thing: failure. I hope I'd be making one of those viral college decision reaction videos where you have a nervous student sitting in front of a computer, family surrounding them, and then, with a click of a button, a wave of celebration and sheer pure happiness and excitement. But this is far from that type of video. I had applied to medical school in the summer, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I got my first interview invite from an Ivy League and was immediately over the moon. Then, I got an interview invite from what was to be my dream school. At first, I didn't think much of it. Then, as I got to know more about the school, I fell in deep. And before you know it, my waking hours were spent thinking about everything related to this dream school. It became the subject slipping into conversation. I envisioned myself there, studying amongst my peers, having a blast and learning so much. After the interview, I waited, and waited, and waited. I was so ready to start a new life somewhere new, at my dream school. I created so many imaginary scenarios about where I would live, where I'd study, what I'd do. I could see myself stepping out of my comfort zone and having an amazing, once-in-a-lifetime adventure. And then I got rejected. Going into this year, I underestimated how much I had physically and emotionally invested into this one result. How absolutely exhausting giving your all and then waiting and equating one's self-worth to decision after decision was. I felt like a failure, like someone who could only deliver empty promises and never results. And in retrospect, getting rejected from your dream school isn't the end of the world, but any rejection does suck, and it does make you think and rethink a lot of stuff. In my major, so much emphasis is placed on high achievement. So much so that your self-worth and sense of confidence and competency rests on these things. And when I wasn't able to achieve this, a lot of the confidence, happiness, and acceptance I'd built over the years started to shake. I couldn't stop thinking, why wasn't I good enough? What was wrong with me? What could I have done better? Since I couldn't even achieve this one dream, could I even achieve another? Did I even have any more dreams? Was I even on the right path? I hit a roadblock. Started pushing away all the good things that happened compared to this one major failure. Started pushing away things I loved doing because I felt I didn't deserve it. Started losing the motivated and confident parts of myself that I had rested so much on this one result. I felt like a disappointment and a letdown, especially compared to all the people I knew who did get into their dream schools. And not just getting into a dream school or job, but seemingly living their dream lives. I learned an important distinction: high expectations versus high standards. I had set such high expectations on a single result. And in most cases, we don't have total control over our desired results. A lot of things in the background are completely out of our control. But we don't always see this, or even know this, so we default to blaming ourselves and feeling bad. Discouraged, sad, disappointed, frustrated, you name it. Failure, rejection, not getting what you want when you've put in so much work sucks. But in magnifying the one expectation that wasn't fulfilled and everything that went wrong, we neglect all the things that went right. The things that we may not appreciate now, but have given us the tools we need to put us on the path that is meant for us. Sometimes we need to keep our expectations at base level, to not put too much emphasis on a single result that isn't entirely in our control. No one can ever have every single thing go the way they want or plan. It's not humanly possible. And as humans, not everything that we want or expect should go the way we plan. We can only see what would make our present selves happy and fulfilled, or what we believe would make us happy or fulfilled. But we don't always know best, and the things we want aren't always meant for us, or would be the best for us. Failure and rejection sucks. But sometimes they're the roadblocks we need to reroute and turn into the right paths. Our standards are something we can more so control, so set your standards high and don't put too much emphasis or expectation on a single result. It was hard because a lot of people I knew had gotten into their dream schools, were living their dream lives and thriving, and I felt stuck, left behind. Especially with social media, it's easy to feel left behind, to compare yourself to others and wonder why you're not the same or have the same results. As they say, comparison is a thief to joy, and from my experience, I know that's certainly true, and something I still actively work on today. But with as much negativity as this brought, there was also a lot of positivity and things I'll forever be grateful for this year. Things that mattered so much more and that I initially failed to fully appreciate and take in until I overcame the negative. I met so many new, amazing people along the road, pushed myself to do things I'd never done before, took time to appreciate and reflect. So many amazing things are so easily overshadowed when we're feeling stuck, inadequate, or rejected. Now, this is far from the worst rejection or situation out there, but I want you to know that you're not alone. Social media is full of success stories, and we generally aren't as willing to post our failures or rejections, so we often don't get the full picture. And it can be really easy to feel bad, stuck, or behind, and wonder if you're good enough. So remember that you're not alone, and that at least one other person has felt or is feeling the same. Rejection sucks, but you are so much more than a single result, so keep going. I will never know how my life would have been if everything had gone according to plan, but I do know that this whole experience has made me stronger, and someone who will be able to face even more challenging setbacks than if everything had gone according to plan. You can only truly move on once you've accepted what you can't change in the past. And now that I've had this year, I am so excited for what's next. And in the words of Marilyn Monroe, sometimes good things fall apart, so better things can fall together.